OK, we're going to move on now to this next story. This is a Telegraph again. Suddenly, Rwanda doesn't seem so bad.
Yes, send asylum seekers to Orkney Islands, not Rwanda, says Lee Anderson. And this was Lee Anderson on GBNews. And I watched the clip, and I still don't know if he was totally joking. I can't tell.
No, well, I mean, the idea isn't original to him. I mean, it was apparently floated. At the time they were talking about the Rwanda deal, they were talking about, well, why don't we put them on, you know, the extraneous islands at the far reaches of the Scotland?
Well, there was a story recently, wasn't there, that there's going to be 2 other countries other than Rwanda that weren't revealed. And I said Scotland and Wales, probably, to send people to. And Lewis had already written it down. He had the same joke. So now it's reality. It's not a joke.
It is reality.
Said he suggested it to Boris Johnson a couple of years ago, and he sort of smiled at him.
Well, they even talked about the Falkland Islands, apparently, but then they rejected that on the grounds that the locals wouldn't appreciate it. Whereas, of course, some of these islands up in the Orkneys are pretty much uninhabited, from what I understand it.
It's a ball, so it's perfect.
You know. There are people, and those people are Norwegian ancestry. They're Vikings up there, and you wouldn't, they're dangerous
I'm talking about one of those islands where it's just like, two goats.
Right.
And I feel for the goats, and the goats deserve their space.
Well, and maybe...
But we do have to solve this issue. We do. But it feels a bit extreme, doesn't it, just putting people on an island? I mean, just instinctively, I don't like that.
I would say...
What's the one in the sea with Sean Connery? The Rock.
Alcatraz.
That was on an island.
Yeah.
That was a prison, though.
Oh, yeah.
And we don't want to put these people in prison.
Point.
You know, I feel like I'm much happier with like a Premier Inn. I just feel a bit like that's a bit more humane.
They could build one on one of these islands.
They could build a Premier Inn on an Orkney island. We've solved it.
Do you know what?
Henry could advertise it.
Of course.
At the end... It's not solving anything, and we know it's not solving anything. The only way to get people to not come is to physically stop them from coming or to make life so unpleasant in this country